Imagine a world where your favorite childhood toys spring to life the moment you leave the room. It is a simple, universal fantasy. Yet one film transformed this idea into a global phenomenon. It captivated audiences for generations. We are talking about Toy Story. This film did not just entertain, it fundamentally reshaped an entire industry. How did this groundbreaking animated adventure come to be, and what secrets lie behind its enduring magic? The journey began not in a bustling Hollywood studio, but in a small computer graphics division of Lucasfilm in 1979. This was the Graphics Group, a collective of visionary computer scientists and animators, including Edwin Catmull and Alvy Ray Smith. Their early work, like the Oscar-winning short film Tin Toy, proved that computer animation could tell rich, emotional stories, not just technical showcases. Disney, always seeking innovation, took notice, seeing a future beyond traditional hand-drawn cell animation. But the path to Toy Story was far from smooth. In 1986, Apple co-founder Steve Jobs purchased the struggling Graphics Group, rebranding it Pixar. Jobs poured $50 million of his own money into the company, keeping its ambitious dream alive even as it teetered on bankruptcy. When Disney finally approached Pixar for a feature film, the initial vision was contentious. Disney pushed for an edgier tone, a stark contrast to Pixar's belief that toys simply yearned for children to play with them. The first story treatments for Toy Story were quite different. They featured a mechanical tin toy named Tinny on a cross-country adventure. Disney's then-chairman, Jeffrey Katzenberg, wanted a buddy film demanding contrasting personalities for the leads, so Tinny evolved, first into a G.I. Joe-like figure. Then, a space ranger named Buzz Lightyear, inspired by astronaut Buzz Aldrin. Woody, originally a sinister ventriloquist dummy, transformed into a beloved cowboy. His name was a nod to Western actor Woody Strode. The creative team found inspiration in classic buddy comedies like Midnight Run, realizing the power of two disparate characters forced to unite. Then came the Black Friday incident of November 1993. Pixar screened an early reel for Disney executives. The results were, by all accounts, a disaster. Woody, under Disney's edgier direction, came across as a true jerk. Production was immediately halted. Steve Jobs personally funded the studio during this 3-month rewrite period. This was a testament to his belief in the team. This was a critical turning point. Woody was reshaped into a wise leader. And Buzz Lightyear's defining characteristic, his genuine belief that he was a space ranger, was solidified. This transformed the entire film. The voice casting was equally meticulous. Director John Lasseter always envisioned Tom Hanks for Woody. He was convinced Hanks could make any emotion appealing. Hanks's test footage using his voice from Turner and Hooch sealed the deal. For Buzz, Billy Crystal initially turned down the role. This was a decision he later regretted. The part ultimately went to Tim Allen, who, along with Hanks, recorded many of their lines together. This unusual step, rare for animated features, fostered a genuine chemistry that leaps off the screen, making their evolving friendship feel incredibly real. Bringing Toy Story's world to life presented unprecedented technical challenges. Pixar's animators had to make digital objects look organic. Every leaf, every scuff on the floor had to be painstakingly created. Woody alone required 723 motion controls. 212 were just for his face. They deliberately avoided flashy camera movements common in early computer animation. Instead, they opted to emulate live-action film techniques, adding a sense of grounded reality. This dedication to visual storytelling, not just technical spectacle, truly set a new standard. The film's musical landscape also played a crucial role. Disney typically pushed for Broadway-style musicals. However, Lasseter wanted Toy Story to feel authentic, not like a sing-along. The compromise involved non-diegetic songs. These were played in the background, deepening the emotional beats. Randy Newman, a master of wit and satire, crafted 3 original songs. These included the instantly iconic You've Got a Friend in Me, which was written in a single day. His score anchors every scene, adding warmth and humor without distracting from the character's journey. Even the marketing had its own behind-the-scenes drama. Disney spent $20 million on advertising. Major brands like Burger King paid $125 million for promotions. Still, some toy companies were surprisingly hesitant. Mattel famously refused to license Barbie for a pivotal role, fearing it would dilute her image. Likewise, Hasbro would not allow G.I. Joe. It was a smaller Canadian company, Thinkway Toys, that saw the potential. And in a surprising twist, the film even brought the discontinued Slinky Dog back into production. This proved the immediate power of the movie's toy-centric world. Pixar's commitment to storytelling excellence extends beyond Toy Story. The studio cultivated a unique internal process called the Brain Trust. This is not a management directive. Instead, it is a peer review system where directors, writers, and artists offer candid, constructive criticism on each other's projects. This filmmaker-driven approach was born from the collaborative spirit of Toy Story's early days. It ensures every narrative is pushed to its absolute best, leading to the complex, emotionally resonant films that define Pixar's output. It is why their stories consistently connect. The film's premiere in November 1995 was an instant sensation. It grossed over $373 million worldwide, becoming the highest-grossing film of its year. Critics lauded its technical innovation, sharp script, and heartfelt voice performances. It earned a rare 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It received a Special Achievement Oscar, and it made history as the first animated film nominated for Best Original Screenplay. Toy Story did not just launch a successful franchise. It launched an animation revolution. It proved that computer-generated films could deliver profound storytelling, forever changing how we see movies and the magical worlds within them.